What's up, gamers? Your boy Beast Gamer Kuma here with my afterthoughts for Skull and Bones, the closed beta that came out over the weekend. And of course, we only had 6 hours to play it once you started it up. I mean, it wasn't like a timer even when you got off the game. It was just 6 hours in total for you to play. And honestly, it wasn't enough, but that's just me because even after 3 hours, it just went by quick after all the things that you can do. Now, before I get into the whole game itself, I want to address a few things as a gamer, content creator, and everything like that. My personal take throughout this year that I'm noticing, there's always, well, even throughout the whole time as a content creator, there's either two sides to everything. Either there are creators that are underwhelmed with something that go to that super extreme of why something is bad, or overwhelmed. They go super to the extreme of why something is super good and why you should have FOMO for not getting into it. I've been on that spectrum of a balance. So as I talk about this game, get ready for some personal takes and my own personal opinions on this thing, because I feel like if you don't like something, just say you don't like it. Don't go into this whole discussion about like, I don't understand how these people can defend this, or I don't understand how these people can love this stuff so much. That's not for you to understand. If you don't like it, cool, keep it about you. Same goes for people that's over exaggerating how great something is. If you enjoy it, cool. Don't make somebody feel like they missing out on it by not getting something. Like, yo, you enjoy it for you. But let's kick it into how I get it. All right, Skull and Bones was a surprise to me because honestly, it's not my kind of game at first. At least I thought that, because I didn't really play Black Flag like that. So I'm going into this kind of fresh and new. And the good thing about Ubisoft, the developer or the publisher and the developers of Skull and Bones, they were pushing out alphas and betas throughout the whole time for the past couple of years. So it's not like you couldn't get into it, because if you got a beta key, you were granted access to invite other people. And they even had Twitch drops over the weekend too, for if you're playing, that other people can get in the game. They want as many people to play this game as possible, because the game is dropping on February 16th, which is not too long from now. So you are a pirate who gets called a captain. A lot of people don't like you at first, but as you grow your reputation, you start swaying the people around, and they start giving you praise and even defending you from other people that's still trying to give you scrutiny. And you build your ships. You start off with a small, dinky little thing, and then you keep on building and building until you get like this big ass galleon or something like that. I didn't get that far though, but I did armor up my ship as crazy as possible. Even gave it some superior, sweet cannons that would just make you go, damn. That don't mess with me. Please don't mess with me. Even the armor that I got on my freaking ship made it seem like it was a tank. It was a powerhouse. I can freaking ramming speed into you, and it's crazy. I do like the exploration of it, but I'm gonna go into the whole how I'm gonna get what I feel is the bad out the way. Let me get that out the way first. So when we go into the bad of the game, I'm asking too much, I want to say. I always have a problem with games that don't have good customization for your character, because you start off with the game making your own character, but there will never be a level of customization like we had in Saints Row. No game has ever given me that level of customization outside of, no, not even Skyrim or Fallout. Well, technically, yeah, Fallout definitely gave you that level of customization, but I feel like other games should give you that high level of customization, but you gotta take what you can get, I guess. It's like more about you just making a character and just going in and being a pirate. But I was like, I just really would like that much dedication into making a character that looks like me. I love putting myself in the game, but that's neither here nor there. So that's one nitpick. Second nitpick is that, okay, this is a ship battling game. It's World of Warships, but pirates. I was expecting too much. And that's usually one of the biggest problems that most gamers have. They never really said anything about you being able to have land combat or any of that situation. That's a given. Nobody said that was going to be about that. But it's kind of disappointing when you are fighting and you get close to a ship and you get to board their ship, like, take over, they throw hooks over it, and then they show a cutscene animation of all your people jumping over, or they show a cutscene animation of your shipmates firing rifles at the other ship, Or even when you go to a compound, you get the choice of interacting with it, where you can do a peaceful trade or you can plunder. And you get a cutscene of all your shipmates jumping off the ship and plundering the village. I wish I can join them. I'm just like, I got my character with a freaking throwing axe and everything like that. Let me jump off the ship and do some plundering, fighting some people on the ground and doing my thing while my ship is fighting people outside. But I guess that would be too complicated because most people don't really team up, so they had to do one or the other. So you got the whole, and the thing is that it's actually pretty cool that I didn't know, thanks to my boy Sen, who told me that you could also shoot at the village to make the plundering go faster. And you got to stay in that area while you fight other ships during the whole plundering. It's pretty cool, and so it definitely is all about you fighting on your ship and fighting other ships, and it can get very combat oriented. I'm loving the maneuverability that I'm doing with my ship. And yeah, I'm switching right into what's good. Going into like you do have a limit of how much speed you can use on your ship, where it goes into a green bar and it starts hitting yellow, and I mean not yellow, red, and then you have to slow down your ship a little bit to build up back that, because you also got to fight the wind. It's a lot of crazy parts that you got to do while you're exploration and trying to fight other ships and everything like that, and you get a reputation with that as well. I do like the ship combat, especially how once again, I built my ship to be a powerhouse. I had long guns in the front. I had bombardment cannons. I did well, actually, no, I'm lying. I didn't put in the bombardment cannons. I wish I did, because those things are vicious, because they do a carpet bomb of attacks on the freaking water, and you just gotta get out of dodge before all that hits you. You do have a repair kit, and it goes on a cooldown. You gotta be mindful of that. You have to feed your crew. You gotta keep all that in mind so people don't mutiny on you. And it's nuts. Like I said, I think I have 2 hours left in the demo, but 4 hours went by so freaking fast, especially going to each island to do some boost stats for you. If you find the bonfire to boost up your crew and your ship, going to port to get more supplies, provisions, go to the blacksmith to build other equipment to make your ship better, even finding blueprints to get a better ship, because that's the whole plan is. And you get to manage different ships though. But going back to the bad, I can see the microtransactions in this game. And that's going to be my biggest problem, or what's going to sway me to get this game or not. It's going to be heavily microtransaction. I can tell. And the fact of the matter is, that's the main problem with, if the game was free to play, sure, go nuts with microtransactions. It's free to play. You got to fund it somehow. But if this is a full price game, just have us pay for DLC, please. Expansion packs. Don't let us earn the stuff. Like, you go like going to port, earning blueprints for ships and everything like that. And I get it. Many of us are adults now, and you're preying off of us not having enough time. So you're giving us the pay option. But this game will be definitely, it feels like it will definitely pay to win in a way. Just like how Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty Warzone technically is not pay to win, but if you buy a blueprint or a different skin for a gun, that automatically unlocks that gun. So it's little sneaky ways to get around those type of things. But yeah, Skull and Bones, for what it was fun. I had a great time. The crossplay worked really well. Very intuitive, very pretty to look at as well, especially just going out in the sea, and you can hit the music tone where your whole crew can sing a sea shanty while you're exploring and interacting with people. But yeah, my biggest problem was going on land and there's no land combat. I wanted some form of land combat, or commandeering another ship and jumping over and fighting people on that ship and taking it over instead of a cutscene. That is a bit of a problem. But is it a bad game? Not at all. It's not a bad game at all. And some people try to make it sound like it's a bad game, but no, they never promised you land, like human to human interaction. And then there's the PvP aspect of it, which is pretty cool. And I would say to fix this, because there is a weird exploit. If I didn't get into the PvP match, like the invitation, I can actually help my friend win the match, because I won't take damage from the other PvP player. So unbeknownst to me was that I was going in with my ship and I'm fighting the other PvP guy. I'm not doing damage to him with my cannons, which was weird. But apparently I was giving him an immortal shield. So whatever was being shot at me wasn't hitting my buddy, but he was also doing damage to them while I was being a blocker. So Ubisoft, the developer, whoever needs to fix that exploit. It should be go intangible or something like that, so that won't interrupt any combat. Because I can see a lot of people using that as an exploit in the game. So keep that in mind as well. But other than that, yeah, Skull and Bones is dope. I think it's fun. Is it for everybody? Not really. Is it for me? I'm still on the fence about it. I'm still kind of 50-50 on it. Am I going to pick it up? Because I know a lot of people I know that's going to play it. So I want to go into the combat with them. It's going to be a fun experience with your crew. Unlike Sea of Thieves, where everybody's on one ship, everybody will have their own ship. So it doesn't have to be like you go off and do your own thing. You go help them or you go off and do your own thing, but y'all still in the same server, just chilling, talking to each other until somebody needs help. So it's a nice idea for co-op. But yeah, like I said, I'm 50-50. I'm not totally in, but I'm not saying it's a bad idea. But February 16th is around the corner. If you got to try out the beta, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Yo, please hit that like and subscribe button. We up to 1391 subscribers. Thanks to all y'all. I'm just trying to get my watch hours up. So I appreciate all the support that's been going on. Other than that, yeah, let me know what you think of the game. Let's talk about this and try to be civil. All right? We're the gamers. Be safe.